Hi, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Let's talk about the month of October. If you're a Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising, this is going to be the video for you. So, starting the month of October, you are experiencing some major changes with your romantic life, your social life, and during the time where you're experiencing all of these changes in your life, in your social circles, you're also going to be in a period of your life where you're going to have some amazing financial opportunities. While you'll be experiencing new people beginning to enter your life, a change in your social networks and social circles, you will have new opportunities presented at your door, basically. You may have some sort of door of opportunity open for you, and it's very likely that you may receive some sort of raise at work, some sort of promotion at work. You may have some sort of amazing idea for a new business venture or an idea for a product or service to create. You may also have some sort of vision to begin creating content as well. You may currently have some sort of change happening with how you experience social media. I would also say during this month specifically, you may find yourself more focused on those themes. And if you do decide to start creating content, now in the month of October is actually going to be one of the best months for you to do this all year. You may find yourself creating very trailblazing content on social media, something that nobody else has done before. You may have some major innovative idea to create content with. You may have some major innovative idea around content, music, something that you can share on social media platforms, and you will be received very favorably this month. I would also say that continuing into this month as we get past like about October 14th, that's going to be an even better time for your social media career. And any business venture that you decide to create during this time, not only will you personally be like very magnetic because of Pluto and Aquarius currently, but you will also have a lot of financial success this month. You may also really feel a lot more confident as well. Like you may all of a sudden finally have the confidence to begin posting, or you may have the confidence again to start your own business, to kind of stand in your own power and be like, okay, this is my business. This is kind of what I do. And this is again going to be one of the best months financially as well. The more you kind of lean into those themes of creating products, themes of financials, and then also creating content, you will most likely be very successful. This month, you'll also have some really good relationships with your family members and also the women in your life in general. This could be friends who are women, or again, someone like your mom, your grandma, your aunt, some sort of maternal figure in your life you will also have really good relations with during this time as well. You may also have some sort of change in your home life. You may focus more on it, and you may find yourself redecorating your living area. You may find yourself renovating part of your house. You may also find yourself changing homes. There will be a major focus on your actual home life during this time as well. You may finally receive some sort of major inheritance, or all of a sudden you get approved for a mortgage or a loan. And you may find yourself purchasing a home or purchasing real estate. Again, major focus on real estate for you during this month. You may also finally get approved to sign a lease agreement for your dream apartment. There will be some sort of major theme like this coming in for you. I would also say this month in particular, if you need to sign for any sort of loan, you are more than likely going to be successful in doing so. You are more than likely going to have a lot of success with those themes. It's also very likely if you start your own business during this time, you are very likely to be very financially successful, especially this month. Again, anything involving finances and making large financial gains from your businesses is more than likely going to be coming your way. You are more than likely going to have some major financial success as long as you put yourself into those situations that will allow you to receive this. Being a Leo rising, you may also find yourself becoming more interested in themes like spirituality, astrology, or even something like numerology or tarot. And during this time, you will also be making some major leaps and bounds as it relates to your own spiritual growth. Now is going to be an amazing time for you for these themes, and you will also have a lot of success the more you lean into these themes as well. You may find yourself going through a spiritual awakening during this time, or again, just having some sort of major clarity or revelation around spiritual themes for you. And again, this year, I would say between now and February of 2026 is going to be one of the best times for you spiritually. So you may find yourself becoming more interested in themes like astrology. The first major transit that you will be experiencing is going to be on October 3rd. And this is when the planet Venus is going to make an exact conjunction to the South Node in the sign of Virgo. For you, this is going to really bring some very destiny themes around your finances, how you personally earn a living. You may have some sort of amazing business idea during this time, or you may also start creating content. If you work for a company, you may receive some sort of raise around October 3rd, or you may also receive more sales commission, or again, if you work in a sales-based job, you may be very successful in sales during that time. If you sell cars, if you sell real estate, or anything like that, now is going to be one of the most financially successful times for you. You may, again, find yourself making more sales. You may find yourself just having a very positive financial time around October 3rd. You may also find yourself just feeling a lot more confident around this time and kind of having a new beginning around your own personal confidence and kind of how you see yourself as well. People in your life may begin to really hype you up, and you may also have a major elevation in your own self-worth. On October 14th, we are going to have two major transits happening on the exact same day. We are going to have Venus enter the sign of Libra, and we are also going to have Pluto in Aquarius turn direct after 5 months of being in the retrograde cycle. Pluto goes retrograde every single year between May and about September, depending on the year. But during this time, when Pluto goes direct in the sign of Aquarius, this is going to be really beneficial for themes of relationships, beauty, your finances, especially because Venus is going to be entering the sign of Libra, which will be making an exact trine to Pluto in the sign of Aquarius. And for you, Pluto most likely being in your 7th house, depending on the degree of your rising sign, but you are going to have this being very beneficial for your relationships. It's very likely you could enter a relationship around October 14th. You may find yourself having more people enter your life who either want to be your best friend or your romantic partner. You're going to have some major focus on those themes. It's going to be really beneficial for your love life. Again, think new person sliding into your DMs, and then all of a sudden you begin some sort of whirlwind romance with this person. You'll have a major focus on social media as well. So again, think somebody sliding into your DMs, or somebody who you meet online, like maybe this is a content creator, or maybe this is somebody who's in the spotlight in some way. Maybe you start a conversation with somebody on a social media platform, and that turns into either like a best friend or a long-term romantic partner. Something like that is more than likely going to be happening in your life around the time that Pluto goes direct and Venus enters the sign of Libra. And again, this will also be a really good time for you to create any sort of social media content as well. So if you create video content on YouTube, TikToks, anything involving video content, involving communications, if you begin a podcast, now is going to be a really great time for this. You may also feel a lot more magnetic as well, especially after the 14th. This is going to attract many people into your life, and they're going to be very magnetized towards you. Like, you know, those people who you just find online and automatically become obsessed with them? You're going to be experiencing the same energy. I can probably list a number of music artists that I've just seen photos of them online, and then all of a sudden I listen to their music. You may also be experiencing something like this, only again, if you are the music artist, this is like your time to shine pretty much. Somebody might find you on a photo. They might go to your page and then become kind of obsessed with everything you do. And again, now it's gonna be an amazing time to launch that business, start that page, do something that involves becoming self-made, and you will have some very positive things happening for you financially. On October 23rd, we are gonna have the planet Neptune re-enter the sign of Pisces after being in the sign of Aries since the spring. So now that Neptune is back in the sign of Pisces, we've been experiencing this transit prior to spring of 2025 and even back into 2014. This is going to put so much emphasis on themes of spirituality for you. Again, you might get really interested in themes like astrology. You might get really invested in studying your chart and actually learning to be an astrologer as well, considering that Jupiter is also in the sign of Cancer for you. So now is going to be a time where you may find yourself going through a spiritual awakening or just having more focus on spiritual themes in general. You may also find yourself just kind of like being obsessed with these types of themes. You may also receive some sort of like positive elevation in your finances as well. When you lean into themes of creativity, spirituality, art, if you start sharing your art on any platform and even selling things that you've done, you are going to be very financially successful. I feel like I can't tell you enough like how great of a financial month October is for you. It's going to be very, very positive for you financially. And again, while you'll be seeing this like change in like your social circles and also like all of your relationships, it will also be very positive financially for you. Think major elevations. And when we reach about October 22nd through the 24th, we're going to have a new moon in the sign of Scorpio at the same time that we enter Scorpio season. And when we are in Scorpio season at the end of October, this is going to be a time where you may find yourself spending more time in your actual house. You may spend more time with your friends who are women. You may have just like a really good time where you're focusing more on those themes, and generally focusing more on your home life. You could start to feel more like a homebody during this time as well. And you may also find yourself entering some sort of relationship that you guys hang out and like watch movies or like YouTube videos at home pretty much. You may find yourself entering sort of a relationship like that. And again, because we're having the new moon in Scorpio the same time that the sun enters the sign of Scorpio, you may also have a new beginning around your home life during this time as well. Like perhaps you redecorate your home. Again, if you enter some sort of relationship, you may find yourself with your partner more frequently at home as well, watching movies, watching YouTube videos, doing something together, more of a home setting. You may also find yourself cooking more frequently or just doing like really homey things as well. Between now and the winter, you're gonna kind of have a major focus on kind of like being in your actual physical house. And if you start any sort of business for yourself, or if you do any sort of sales for a company, this is gonna just be a really, really good time for you financially. Or again, doing sales for somebody else, you will also be very successful. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel for more astrology updates.